In the Korean entertainment industry, having anything but a clean-cut image can cost you your career. Living your life freely as an actor is nearly impossible, since there are many things you absolutely can't do. A Korean actor definitely can't just enjoy a night out without worrying that the paparazzi will snap a picture of them. The minute a picture of an actor or an idol at a club starts circulating on the internet, Korean netizens react to it extremely negatively. This obviously has everything to do with the fact that actors are expected to behave neatly, and going out at night usually doesn't fit in that category. You don't really see actors at parties that often because they avoid getting scenes. Recently, Yoo Ah-in was rumored to have attended a big club in Gangnam while he was undergoing investigation for his substance use scandal. His team denied these rumors, but the public was definitely side-eyeing him. What's also really looked down upon by Korean society is drinking when partying. In Korea, drinking is a big part of the working culture. After working long hours, employees generally go out to eat and drink together. It raises a question. Why is it so terrible for a celebrity to raise a glass if it's already so normalized? Well, these public figures are simply expected to be role models. Since they influence a lot of people, it's important to have a good, healthy image, and extreme drinking doesn't go well with that. Whenever the public finds an old picture of an actor consuming alcohol, they're embroiled in controversy. Na made headlines years ago because old pictures of her drinking a glass of beer resurfaced on the internet. In the pictures, she was wearing heavy makeup, super high heels, and a flashy mini skirt, so unfortunately, people had something to say about her outfit as well. In the end, she didn't get in too much trouble for this, but it definitely harmed the clean-cut image she had to keep up. Nam Joo-hyuk was in a similar situation as he was accused of underage drinking. Last year, Joo-hyuk was under fire after a picture of him allegedly drinking surfaced on the internet. This was a blurry screenshot of a computer screen taken back in 2011 that allegedly showed Joo-hyuk and his friends drinking soju. At the time, he would have been a high school student, so the main issue would have been the fact that he was underage. However, the public was more shocked to find out that his image was different than they expected it to be. Someone wrote, "Judging by that photo, it doesn't really look like he was a quiet, reserved student who was only interested in basketball like his agency said." This proved that agencies really try their best to portray their actors in the most positive light possible. There's also been quite a few instances where actors have lost their careers due to drunk driving, which only added to the negative image of drinking. A good example is Kim Se-ron, who pretty much saw her career fall apart after her drunk driving incident of 2022. Se-ron was caught drunk behind the wheel by the police after she ended up colliding with an electricity generator, causing an entire area to lose electricity. Lots of shops were out of business, and traffic lights were out of order, making her accident everyone's problem. After this controversy, Se-ron was canceled by the public and even blacklisted by broadcasting companies, which means her career is now pretty much non-existent. Even Squid Game's main lead, Lee Jung-jae, was caught driving drunk 2 times in the past. And it's pretty safe to say the public isn't that fond of him anymore once the controversy resurfaced. Anytime an incident like this happens, drinking is only further looked down upon, and it only pushes other actors to stay on their best behavior. By now, it's pretty clear that being caught drinking is bad, but what's much worse according to Korean netizens is when it's discovered that an actor is using substances. In the West, there are tons of celebrities that are pretty open about their recreational use of substances, but in Korea, something like that doesn't fly at all. Many Western actors and artists have also opened up about their addiction struggles, and they usually get a lot of sympathy. Korean netizens aren't that understanding, and that has everything to do with the strict laws surrounding substance use. You've probably heard of Yoo Ah-in's substance scandal by now, as at the beginning of 2022, the authorities noticed his prescription records were off and brought him in for investigation. At this point in time, he's tested positive for multiple illegal substances, very clearly indicating that he probably has a bit of a problem. There's been little to no sympathy for him from Koreans, even though there are actors who've done arguably worse things. He's even been attacked in public, which shows you how horribly Koreans react to this topic. Next up is smoking, which is yet another practice that's bad for your health and very much condemned by Korean society. Just like an actor doesn't want to be caught with a glass of beer in their hands, they certainly don't want to show their pack of cigarettes either. It's no secret that quite a lot of actors and idols smoke or vape, but they try to do it as secretively as possible. Back in 2020, well-known actress Han So-hee gained some pretty negative attention because she used to smoke publicly. She used to post lots of pictures smoking cigarettes and netizens couldn't believe their eyes. Someone wrote, "A picture with cigarettes, that's just not it." She was criticized for being too edgy. Speaking of edginess, Sohee and many others in the industry were also torn apart for getting tattoos. Tattoos have always been considered unprofessional, no matter where you go. But in the Korean entertainment industry, they take it a notch further, because they try their best not to show any tattoos on some broadcasts. Many argue that getting tattoos is just a way of expressing yourself, but in Korea, they're usually associated with criminality. This is because it's not 100% legal to get tattoos in the country, so lots of the work is done underground. Forms of body art, including piercings, have a very controversial history in the country. Keeping this in mind, it's not crazy that agencies advise their artists against getting tattoos. Sohee used to be full of them, but it's suspected that she got them removed after getting quite some backlash. Now it seems like her tattoos made a comeback, and the responses have been a little more positive. Nana also shocked the public when she showed off her tattoos during a promotional event. Not everyone was happy about her new look, but it looks like she's also in the process of getting them removed because her mother would like to see her with a clean body again. One of the most talked about restrictions actors as well as idols have to face is the fact that they can't really openly date whoever they want. Nearly all actors in the industry have been embroiled in dating rumors at least once in their careers, and if they haven't, they can consider themselves extremely lucky. The issue with dating as a celebrity in Korea is that actors don't only have a relationship with their partner, they also have to think about the fan response and even keep in mind their agency's wishes. Not to mention they have an image to protect, so they have to be very careful about who they're exposing to the public eye. Besides, some public relationships end with a lot of drama. Think of Song Joong-ki and Song Hye-kyo's divorce. Their split hurt both their reputations tremendously. In the end, it's always safer for actors to stay low-key about their private lives. None of us probably get through the day without swearing at least once, but actors can't really do this without facing the consequences. While no one can check if they're swearing in their spare time, they have to avoid it at all costs when they're in the spotlight. Swearing is generally considered to be very rude, and using foul language is anything but classy. Basically, if you're known to swear a lot, you're not exactly role model material. Sehran once accidentally used a swear word on national TV, which had lots of Korean netizens judging her character. She was struggling to catch a fish, and out of frustration, she used a foul word. The cast members and crew could laugh about it, but the public was questioning her manners. Another habit that's considered very rude is being late. And trust us when we say the industry doesn't take it lightly. Sometimes things happen that cause you to be late, but in Korea, that's just so incredibly disrespectful, people will make you pay for it. Back in 2003, Lee Hyo-ri was about 30 minutes late to a press conference for one of her songs. She admitted that she didn't greet nor apologize to the staff waiting for her. This made about 40 reporters shut off their cameras as a consequence. As you can see, being late isn't taken lightly whatsoever. Last but not least, as an actor, you clearly can't be caught being rude to staff or your seniors. Honoring those with more experience and being nice to staff members is the bare minimum a celebrity has to do if they want to keep their career. There's been instances where actors have been accused of being rude to reporters or their staff. Think of So Ye-ji, who was accused of mistreating her staff members. In the end, this and some other controversies caused her to lose her career. Kim Tae-ri was also reported to be one of the rudest celebrities since she didn't pay much attention to the journalists trying to ask her questions. This pretty much ruined her public image, but it's also worth noting that being kind to people shouldn't be a chore. What do you think of these strict rules? Let us know in the comments and we'll talk to you soon.